everyone tuned in to my dollhouse. It is that good girl gone bad, baby. Paris Taylor making movies, and I got the one and only GLC, the ism.
Ism.
Baby, how are you?
Man, I'm fat for a square, baby. Feeling nice as a mother's advice.
Now tell me, everybody wants to know, what is the ism? Like, am I doing that right? Like, what is that? The ism. What is that?
The ism, man. This is the all-seeing ism. It gives you sight beyond sight, you know. When you walking through the night, you embrace the ism, and then thou shalt have light. Church.
Okay, tabernacle. I see that. So, I mean, is that something that you made up, or is that real?
Well, man, you know, it's kind of like an acronym for I've seen much. My life has been, man, my life story is kind of like 5 different people's lives put into one, you know. And with that being said, I always look, listen, and learn. And through the grace of God, I've managed to be able to apply what I look, listen, and learn, you know, and exercise my ism.
Oh, wow. That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
I know the ladies love that.
Man, they embrace my concept, you know, because a lot of times they could be down and out and, you know, being in the midst of, like, simphood and ultimate simpish ways, you know, and just purified lame. So, at the end of the day, if you got everybody being a super lame, you're going to gravitate to the ism because, man, it's an escape, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, now say it again. See? Hey, I'm trying to make sure the people get it, because that first round I was a little bit uncertain. I'm like, A-T...
Okay, I'm sorry, baby. It's at T-A-T-O-R...
See? Baby, you want the people to follow.
Hey, I can spell TATORCHIPPIMPS at Tater Chip Pimps. That's his name.
All right, now I'm not going to ask you to say it again. I hope everyone has gotten that by now. If not, you can just rewind this, okay?
Preach.
Ism. Okay, so tell me more about the cartoon.
Well, the cartoon got Tater Chip in it. He's kind of like an obnoxious player, you know. They embrace his concept just because he's honest. He's kind of like the dude that says everything that guys wish they could say.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But they don't really get to say it because the lady friend might leave him or smack the shit out of him, you know. So Tater Chip, he takes the risk for all guys.
Okay, and so how did you come up with this whole concept?
Well, Tater Chip is kind of like a combination of a few people that I've known throughout my life who, you know, certain players you be around and they just entertain you, you know, because they macking is just so precise or so entertaining. Or you might see them and do a lot of simping and you may be entertained by that, you know.
Okay, now, does he have a little bit of you in him? Because it's the
ism.
ism.
Maybe just a tad bit. But he does embrace the ism. He embraces it wholeheartedly. Okay,
and so they can just go to IG and see it. Is there any YouTube or anything they can check it out?
Yeah, they'll be able to see it at GLC, ITYMUSIC.
Okay.
That's glcitymusic.com. Met Wiz when I was in Pittsburgh. I was on like tour like for my last album.
Okay.
And when I met Wiz, he was like, "Yo, man, you a legend." Matter of fact, it was for a mixtape I had put out. And he was like, "Man, you a legend." And then they was playing my music. The DJ was playing my music in the party.
Okay.
And Wiz was knowing my raps.
Oh,
so
wow.
I was like,
major.
Damn, you know, it really, because, you know, you hear people saying, like, you a legend or
you
I rock with you or this and that.
You're
but they don't really know your music.
Okay.
He knew my music, so that made me feel cool.
Definitely.
And then he went on Twitter talking about GLC as a dope artist or this and that. I was like, wow, this youngin', he really respect the ism, you know what I'm saying? So we linked up, got together, knocked out a record, and man, it's called KP, which is an acronym for Kush and Some Pussy. Shots, you know
y'all be getting it.
Yeah, because it's about 2 of your favorite things, man. Like when you have you some Kush, you at peace, you at ease, you ain't trying to choke nobody out, you ain't trying to like go upside nobody's head. You either want to eat something, you might want to get you a little rest, you might want to eat, you know what I'm saying? Or you might want to, you know, eat something and manifest with it at the same time.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You might want to embrace the purr. You feel?
Oh, wow.
You got
purr.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. When you hear purring, you know, you can't ignore it. You know, you got to explore it. Why run from it when you can come from it? You know what I'm saying?
Man. I mean, you know what? You need to have a class or something. A class. 101 ism.
Well,
I know a lot of brothers that might need to enroll in that.
Man, well, I embrace you for embracing my perspective, baby, because, you know, I just want people to be happy and be at peace. And I know Kush is something that both male and females like. And, I know that pussy is something that both males and females like too. Now the thing is with that,
I don't like the P. I like the D. I just want to set that straight, you know what I mean? But
okay, I feel you, baby.
The D.
Well, the thing is, like, all I know is, and all I've ever encountered or ever embraced or ever even wanted was the P. So with that being said, I understand what the P does, because, like, if you having a bad day, or if you stressed out, or you don't know what you gonna eat, or this and that, a lot of times if that P is nice and precise, it's like all your troubles go away just for that time. Your whole body is at peace. You're like, yes, I feel great, and then you're ready to rejuvenate. You know what I'm saying? The P is like an energizer.
Well, you seem very relaxed right now, so you must be getting some good pussy, right?
Yeah, I can't lie, man. It's been real nice to me. God is good, When God bless you with, someone who could really, like, manifest for you and make you feel real nice, you appreciate it.
Okay, now let's get back to this mixtape. So what's the name of the mixtape?
Well, I got a new mixtape coming out called The Fellowship of the Ism Part 2.
Okay.
And aside from that, I got an album coming out called...
Oh, wait. So back to the mixtape. Yeah. Where can people get the mixtape from?
Oh, they better get it from datpiff.com, live mixtapes, all the major, my mixtapes, all the major mixtape websites where you can go to.
So what's your favorite song on the mixtape? Because I already have my favorites, but what's your favorite song on the mixtape?
My favorite song? Wow, see, this is the thing. I couldn't give an unbiased opinion, and due to the fact that it's my music, I really love it. So it's like I really love Preach. Oh, I got this one song called Cool Out. It's really like...
Can we get a sample of Cool Out real fast? Like the hook or something?
Well, I'll give you a sample for my other favorite song. It's called Who Am I?
Okay, go ahead.
I said, 8 months out my mama when my daddy passed. Heart attack while driving, ain't survived a crash. Had me grow up striving, bitch, I got a stash. That pocket me the money, Richard Daily Cash. Harry scene booming, called it Murder Ave. Early in the morning, we was moving bags. Same cup of coffee where they poison Harrow. My cousin here got shot, fucked up my Aunt Carol. A lord from out west, and he was my hero. Had a lot of hoes and he kept his gear up. 4 days before Christmas, man, I had to tear up. I had lost my mama and I got that get up, had to get it. And it made me tear up, I was out here in it, niggas eating, but not from syrup. Depression, malnutrition's called that diabetes. I had lost my life but couldn't let it leave me. I was just 14, but my family need me. I lost my nigga Yusef doing the peace treaty. The downfall of a hustler is when he get greedy. Refused to be a lame, so I was slept on. Niggas say they pure, but I can see they stepped on.
Dang!
Who am I?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Brother got skills. Skills. I see in the rhyme, you say something about your mom. Is this your mom right here?
Yeah, that's my mama.
Okay, so can you tell us about this tattoo and why it means so much to you?
Well, my mama is, first of all, she carried me for 9 months. Mm-hmm. She was real cool as hell and beautiful, made me feel like a young prince or something at all times. She made me feel good, I felt like I could talk to her about anything. She could cook her ass off, like really could cook, and she was a disciplinarian. Like,
yes.
I got this scar right here on my eyebrow from my mama because I was being bad. She told me to stop being bad. I kept being bad. I thought I ran and got away. I turned around and it was just a shoe, just a boomerang right in my face. And bow, rocked me dead upside my shit.
Well, I mean, she raised a good man, so she did a good job.
Yeah, I love her to death.
Tell me, how is it being a rapper from Chicago? It seems like it's so hard for a Chicago artist to make it out of Chicago because of all the violence. So it's like, how have you been successful to make it out? And like, what would you tell other artists that are up and coming trying to, just make it from Chicago?
Man, I want to tell you that a lot of people be like, how do you do this and how do you make it and this and that. The thing is, it's a lot of very talented artists in Chicago, and I think that it's always been, but now due to the fact that we have the internet and people have access to like the world, and if you make something that people gravitate to, they got instant access to it. They don't have to wait for it to come on TV or the radio or anything. They can just hear it. So with that, people have the ability to build cult followings, and I think that's amazing. The thing is, it's a matter of being talented, and that's cool. But when you make a good record and it's good, man, you got to understand that that's only the beginning.
Right.
Anytime when you get some work in and the work does good, now the work a little doubles. You don't like fall back and be like, hey, I did that, I could chill for a minute. I'm sorry. You gotta like double up that order. You know what I'm saying? And just keep going at all times. Like I love the drill scene. I love like what the Save Money doing, like Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa, and those guys. I think that's real cool. Like what Dirk and Louie and all those guys, I think they doing really good. There's this other kid named Mick Jenkins. He kind of dope. There's a lot of artists from the city that's really doing good, and it just makes me feel like proud. And then one thing that I have, like, it's cool to be talented, but if you got a solid work ethic, it's going to always surpass the talented person.
I respect that.
Because if you just talented and you ain't really exerting it, that person that's working, they ain't going to do nothing but get better.
Exactly.
And just keep going.
Exactly. And speaking of Chicago, Revolt just did a documentary. Was it Chicago Love?
Yeah, they did.
And so, like, the whole thing about that, like, just tell me more about that and how, like, you got to be a part of that. Where can they check it out? Because I want to say it aired earlier this month. So, I mean, like, just speak on that and, like, how it felt for Revolt to do a whole big thing on Chicago.
Man, well, the documentary, as you said, is called Chicago Love. One thing that I gotta say, it really raised my lady rate. Like, a lot of girls was telling me I look really good. They were talking about my voice was good, and it was some trying to solicit, and take me down. They was trying to take me down.
They're trying to take you down.
Yeah.
You was going? Some? No,
I wasn't doing no going.
What is of going? We got male thoughts, and I am the voice of the male thoughts. So, I mean, I got to put you out there, baby. I'm the voice.
Yeah, well, I'm nice as a mother's device, baby, Man, I just love the ladies. I appreciate y'all for embracing the concept.
I bet you do.
Man, amen.
So inside there, we saw Shauna, was it Sickle Mob, Stunt Taylor?
Man, it was a lot of really cool people in there. One thing I got to say, I got to shout out Shauna's voice. I did not know Shauna could read like that. Yeah. Shauna is very literate. Like, rappers is smart. Don't be thinking everybody ain't really, like, literate a little, Shauna can really read. When I heard that, I was very proud of her reading skills.
So what you saying is that you thought Shauna could read? Are you saying that?
I knew Shauna could read. I knew she could read.
You like, damn, Shauna could read?
She sound like the female Morgan Freeman and shit.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's a skill to be able to read like that. Okay, like, people could read, but the way she was doing the tones and the fluctuations and this and that, it made me want to have a phone conversation with Shauna. I was very proud of her.
You were trying to have phone sex with Shauna?
No, not no
phone
okay,
sex.
Shauna's a good friend, man. And she's an artist that I've admired over the years. Just to, like, she really put on for the city early, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
I got a lot of respect for her. And she still look good. That's the thing that, like, she looked good 10, 20 years ago, and she still look good. I'm very proud of her. Okay.